because something that I realized while I was going through the, 57. Going through the Gladiator quest chain, was, hey, I might want to stream this because there's actually a lot of story stuff going on. And since I said, like, I would want to only stream, like, MSQ and, like, mainly important blue quests, I think maybe I should have waited and done that on stream. So, I have not done any Paladin quests aside from getting the stone, or crystal for the Paladin. So, I figure I should do that on stream so that, you know, at least that's, you know, content and storyline stuff and what have you. So, it can be a little bit more loosey-goosey and not nearly as, I guess, pointed as my other streams are. But, hey, that's okay. We just want to get some stuff done. So, let's get started with that. Jinlan's Oath Mastery and Sheltron. You're in the right to call yourself a paladin, but how do others treat you? Do they recognize you for what you are? Remember that fancy swordplay and well-polished armor do not make you a paladin. It must be just in your heart, and strive always be an exemplar of true virtue. Once, not long ago, the Sultan's Sworn could walk the streets with their heads held high. When they marched by, the small folk would look upon them with reverence and gratitude. And nowhere were more respected than my captain, my predecessor. When I first saw him, I was still but a child. My father had promised to take me to a local festival, but somewhere he took a wrong turn. We became lost, and stumbled into a secluded back alley. Luck was not with us, because the next moment, we found ourselves in the middle of a riot. Drunken hunters were firing arrows into the crowd, and we were caught between them. There was no way out. It was only a matter of time before we were struck. That's when the captain saved us from our plight. I'd never seen a sword move so swiftly. It flashed faster than my eyes could follow. In seconds, the hunters were on the ground or fleeing for their lives. The captain had gone down the street, slicing at their heels, before my father had come to thank him. Even today, I see the captain as he was then. Blood on his sword, armor impossibly bright in the sun. After that, all I ever wanted to be was a paladin. I would practice endlessly with my sword, dreaming of the bandits defeated and monsters slain. Even after I became one of the Sultan's Sworn, the memory of the captain still inspired me. I was always the first to give. I was always the first to arrive in the training yard, and the last to leave. And so years passed, and before I knew it, I found myself named Captain of the Sultan's Sworn. Yet the triumph was hollow. Because by then, the honor of the Sultan's Sworn elite, the very thing that had drawn me to the Brotherhood, was a mere vestige, like the discarded banner of a defeated foe. There are many reasons for the fall, but the loss of the Oathkeeper, yes, that was the mortal blow. The sword Oathkeeper was bestowed upon the first captain of the Sultan's Sworn, by then the Sultan of Ul'dah. In time it became our standard, the symbol of the oaths that we had taken and sworn. It was a treasure by each new captain for generations. Possession was proof of the Sultan's Sworn's command. But then the unthinkable came to pass. The Oathkeeper was stolen by the traitor. It shook our brotherhood to the core. How could we be trusted to protect the Sultana? We can't even hold on to the symbol of our fealty. We had been tarnished in the eyes of ruler and ruled alike. The Sultans weren't able to survive. We must find the traitor and recover the Oathkeeper. But the Sultan's Sworn have grown too weak, and I cannot do it ourselves. I've been forced to recruit outsiders to help us in this cause. I have high hopes for you, my friend. It's a great thing we ask, and you must learn more of our secrets if you are to succeed. In outer Lenosha, near the Hermit's Hovel, is a grove where the ringtails conjugate. Pitting yourself against a host of beasts would be no finer way to hone the skills that I will teach you. In the grove, you'll find another bazaar, this time filled with a potent incense that will drive the beast to a frenzy. Defeat your attackers, and return to me. Honor lost. There we go. Map. Bam. Boom. It only costs money. So yeah, I went through the Gladiator questline, and I fucking hated it. I was not a fan of it at all, because the one thing you think of with Gladiator is, oh, you're going to do gladiatorial combat, and I kind of knew that there was like this kind of underground thing going on with, you know, like kind of fight fixing and that kind of stuff. I'm like, oh, that'd be a really cool thing. It's like you could go and do that, and then, and like maybe you're like doing gladiatorial fights, and you're dealing with like the underground part of Ul'dah and stuff like that, the criminal organizations. I'm like, that'd be really cool. But it's mainly fixated on like helping these two idiots get back together, and I'm just like, I fucking don't care. I did not care. But yeah, I hated the gladiator class, the job quest line. Your righteous strength so pointless. And there was like, you dealt with a little bit of criminal stuff, but it was like on the back burner, and it didn't even really feel like my character's story. It's just like I was just participating in this one thing. And it's like, oh, these two just toxic lovers, and I'm just like, fucking care. Please just get over it. I'm done. And you didn't even go and do the gladiatorial arena once. You did not participate in a single gladiatorial combat when you're in the gladiator class, or job class. I'm like, what the fuck is the point of that? I don't know, it just was, I hated it. I hated it so much. I hear that's not the worst. I heard the warrior one's kind of also shit, but I hope the paladin one is not that bad. Done with this? Okay, go back to Ul'dah? Yeah, okay. No problem. Yeah, it's such, yeah, it's like your class's like job gear is like such a giant upgrade. I liked the Dragoon quest and the fact that like it's gonna bring me to, like, it's pretty much gonna continue in Heavensward, with like Heavensward being like the main area of Dragoons and like the character in it. So like I'm looking forward to seeing more of that. Yeah, I enjoyed the Dragoon quest chain, but I fucking hated the Gladiator one. Well done. You've taken the skills I have taught you and made them your own. I still don't have a word of where the traitor is hiding, but I will inform you the moment I do. Until then, continue your training. To do the botany quest. I am not kept up with the job stuff. Oath gauge expanded. What? Oath gauge displays the current strength of Paladin's Oath, which increases as auto attacks are performed. A strong oath is required to execute several actions such as Shellton, Cover, required at level 45, and Intervention at 62, and will grow weaker upon using them. Using certain actions will increase the oath gauge. This symbol indicates defensive iron will's effect. Increases enmity. Oh, shit. So if I put that on... What? This was here the whole time and I never even got it. Okay, that's cool. What is this? It uses 50. Block incoming attacks. So it's just an instant block. That's really useful. Prominence. Delivers an attack with a potency of 100 to all nearby enemies. Oh, it's a combo of Total Eclipse. That's useful. Okay, I'll pick that up. You've kept faith, and in return, I must have faith in you. This time you knew the truth, though it is hard to share. For it is a shame I would rather keep hidden from the outsiders. Perhaps you remember what I told you of the traitor and the sword Oathkeeper that he stole. His name is Sol Kazgil, and he was my predecessor as captain of the Sultan Elite. Yes, he was the same man whom I admired as a child, who inspired me to take up the sword and follow in the way of the Paladin. He was a paragon of Paladins. Until, that is, he changed. Some years ago, there was a struggle for the influence between the Sultana military and a faction within the syndicate known as the Monetarists? The latter emerged triumphant, and the army's authority was diminished dramatically. Though Sol was still captain of the Sworn Elite, he knew his position was perilous, so he fled, taking Oathkeeper with him. And in doing so, he went against the word that he had spoken on bended knee before the royal lineage. Now it falls to me as captain to restore the honor in the name of the Sultan Sworn. If that means cutting down my former mentor and master, I would do it gladly, for the misdeeds cannot be forgiven. But his death will not lift the stain that mars our name. He must be put on trial in a public court, so that everyone knows his crimes. Then, and only then, he will begin to earn the people's trust again. He served over 30 years as the captain of the Sultan Swarm, and he's a formidable foe. Few can match his skill with the sword. Even together, you will find it difficult to take him alive without mortal harm to one side or the other. So you must continue to hone your skills and prepare for the day when we will face him. To complete the next stage of your training, you must do this. Go to Yergram River in eastern Thanaland and find a bazaar we have placed there. By lighting it, you will draw the ire of the Lipototes that dwell within the waters. Face the creatures in battle and master your new skills. The fight will not be easy, but if you take to heart what you have learned and let the crystal be your guide, you will be triumphant. Yeah, it's like the cutscenes from this 2013 game of the same genre are better than like the modern day cutscenes in that game. By like a wide, sizable, not even comparable margin. I'm like, wow. I guess, you know, like sitting at the top too long, you just don't really look down enough to see who's catching up. God, flying is so much easier to get around and do stuff. So let's like this. I want to get stuff done. I want to be productive. In game. Good. You mastered your new skill and made them your own. But much work remains to be done before you can face the traitor, Solsgog, whatever. We're close to finding him. But as our net draws tighter, it grows ever more important that we make ready for the moment where the fish must be at last landed. Okay, so let's see. Prominence. Prominence? Yeah, prominence. So let's see. I do bam. And then... Oh! That's really shiny. Is that combo off of Total Eclipse? Yeah, so bam bam. I guess if I'm not hitting anything, it's not like flashing. But damn. That's a really cool looking move. We should assign you the most daunting trial yet. No reward. Except for experience. Welcome, friend. I have moves. Oh, I clicked the thing again. Oh no. Around time the traitor Sol was named captain, several famed soldiers of the Sultan Sworn met with untimely deaths. But strangely, our records do not say how they died. Curious. I begged the favor of an old friend who had received permission to inspect the medicinal records kept by the Frondale's Frontistery. I discovered that the soldiers died in various ways. Some in combat, some suddenly at night in the barracks. But in nearly every case, there were signs that a poison had played a role in their demise. Yes, poison. Carefully, invisibly administered. The more I read, the more I saw the dark hand of death's embrace at work. Assassins in the pay and service of the Monterist. A society so secretive that few believe it even truly exists. No matter how skilled or devious the assassins, they should not be able to kill so many the Sultan Sworn elite without being discovered. Not, that is, without the help within our own ranks. So I asked myself, who had the most to gain from their deaths, one by one? The former captain? His trusted allies? The most capable of the Sultan Sworn? Who might become future commanders? All of them, slain by an invisible hand. And their deaths, the way goes open for Sol to become the Sultan Sworn's youngest captain in a century. The Monsters were plotting to kill the best and the bravest of the Sultan Sworn, to purge the ranks of its greatness, and intervene it so that they could no longer carry out duty and serve the word and shield of the Sultanate. Which begs the question, how did Sol manage to remain captain for 30 long years? How did he avoid the poison's kiss when men better than him had succumbed? There's only one explanation. He was the Monter's cat's paw, the turncoat in our mists. Needless to say, I'm more determined to track him down more than ever before. While I continue my investigation, I do have a trial for you. I want you to seek the Gallant armor, the legendary remains worn by generations of the finest soldiers of the Sultan Sworn. In accordance with the Sultan Sworn tradition, the set would be yours has been scattered across southern Thanaland. Each piece has been locked within a coffer, will be guarded by 2 men. You must best the Sultan Sworn themselves if you were to claim their armor. Seems a little disconnected, but I do at least like this one a little bit more than the Gladiator one. I feel like the poison thing would have come into play if we were doing Gladiator stuff, not Paladin stuff, but you know, like the Monarchist, like all that. I thought that was what we were gonna be dealing with in the Gladiator thing of like them fixing fights and stuff for money, but I don't know. It feels very weird and disconnected. Like it just doesn't make any sense. Oh wait, yeah, I was over here earlier when I first did the Paladin quest. Oh hi. Oh god! Oh fuck! I was not paying attention to gravity. Okay. Oh wait, so it's the healer guy. No, I gotta get the healer guy. I wonder my new move. Oh yeah, I have to hit them, so that's why it didn't work. That's really cool. Like the original story quest, you get you just unlock flying on any mount. Any mount you have. Oh, I'm getting the gear right now. Oh, sick. Okay. You just unlock flying on any mount you have. Let me put on this armor. I want to see it. Can I put it on right now? I can. I didn't like how that just showed up that way, but hey, this armor's good. It's good to finally get the job armor. These are legs, okay, cool. Awesome. It's not the worst thing. Not the worst thing. I like it. Good. The armor is yours. You faced your lessons and honed your skills. And now you're ready to face Sol, the traitor. Yes, the time has come. I have recently discovered his hiding place and made contact through emissaries. We are negotiating the return of the Oathkeeper. Secrecy is crucial, as is preparation. We will leave only whenever you're ready. The recovery of Oathkeeper will be the first step in restoring the honor of the Sultan Sworn. I have told Sol that if he returns the sword, we will give him a fair trial. Otherwise, he'll be captured and thrown at the feet of the Sultana for judgment. The parley is to take place south of the Forgotten Springs in the Sangoli Desert. Give me your map and I will mark the location. While we believe he's acting alone, we must be prepared for anything. You may be certain the Monorist will not take kindly to his surrender. In fact, I believe that the Monorist should discover Sol is willing to parley. They will surely try to intervene. Therefore, we cannot speak of what we do to anyone. We must travel separately so not to attract attention. We shall meet again at the parley. I get the feeling that this guy is the actual traitor, and the other guy took the stuff to get away from him. I could feel like they're gonna do like that kind of double-cross thing. It's like, oh, let's go separate. Oh, don't talk about this to anybody. Oh, don't bring it up. It's like, it feels like I'm getting set for betrayal. You know? Hey, LD, thank you so much for the host. Really appreciate you. Thank you. This guy looks like a Deltarune character. Okay, let's go to this place then. Hope you're doing good tonight, LD. Did you have a good week? I hope you had a good week. Okay, let's go this way. We just finished the main quest, so I'm just doing some side stuff right now, like my Paladin quest chain, which I figure might be a good thing to stream, since it has a bunch of story stuff go on with it. And just, you know, relaxing, not really focusing on the main storyline stuff right now. Okay, let's... Oh, there it is. Destination. Yeah, the armor's not awful. It's just kind of basic. So, you dared to come. You are a brazen one. I will grant you that. But did you really think I wouldn't find out? Come, confess. My allies within the Sultansworn have told me the truth. I know you are working in league with the traitor and the Monorist. Confess! With your dying breath, you will tell me where I can find the Oathkeeper and the traitor who stole it. Do you dare accuse my own Sultansworn of lying? Your comrades in arms, every one of us bound in brotherhood by our oath. I would entrust them with my life. What is your word when it's set against theirs? We know the meaning of honor. You are a naive fool. I suspected you from the beginning, ever since you showed me the soul of the Paladin that traitor soul gave you. You were, no matter how briefly, a Paladin. And as such, you are bound by a code of honor that is unforgivable as it is noble. Traitor! I sentence you to death, and decree that your body will lie here, feeding the crows. Why would you train me to make me stronger then? You dummy. You dummy. Alright, come on. You fool, you've made me stronger than you. Yeah. I hear healer. Who's a healer? Oh, I don't know. I thought one. You taught me the arts. You idiot. You're so stupid. Don't even do that. What are you doing? Jins, what are you doing? What? Why would you teach me all this stuff if you knew I was a traitor? You're kind of dumb. You're kind of dumb. Yeah, you're stupid. Lay on the ground. Go to bed. You had a week off? Oh, I had a week off the previous week, so it's like a good reset button, honestly. I'm happy I had a good week off. You cannot deny this. I am the greatest swordsman. You're superior. In every way. You are blinded, Jennings, by your own conviction. Jennings, remember your lesson. A paladin does not exist to defend his position or the honor of his fellow salt and sworn.
Hey, buddy. Hello?
Hey, buddy, what's up?
Howdy, buddy.
Just doing a short stream, just going through some quest stuff with some cutscenes.
Alright, so let me go throw that on in a second here.
Let me do some cringy voice acting, 1 second.
Preparing for tomorrow.
Those men were assassins, in service to the monarists. The moment you outlived your usefulness, you were blind to be killed. You, and this free paladin of yours. Liar! You're the agent! You betrayed us for them! You fucking idiot, Jennings. You're too willing to trust your own fellow men. It's one of your virtues. You have a deplorable habit of turning your virtues into vices. Think. The information you uncovered. How did you come by it? How did it fall into your lap as if, oh, I don't know, somebody was feeding it to you for their own purposes? You and the paladins under your command are the monarists' lapdogs. Jennings, you've been led a merry dance, and follow their lead with every step. Then you were never a traitor? You were innocent. I have wronged you. Weak. Easy now. Your wounds are mortal, but you need to rest. I'll take care of the captain. He's had worse. I'll have him back on his feet soon enough. You become a fine warrior, and learn there is all to know the way of the paladin. I think perhaps you were not aware of just how much you've grown. Well, this time you were made aware, paladin. When the captain's recovered, keep an eye on him for me, will you? Need someone like you to watch his back. Okay. Got it. So I go back to... Okay, go back to him. Gotcha.
I muted myself during your
that's okay.
your thing. I was like, let me get his thing going, not ruin it.
No, it's fine. You kind of jump scared me when I was looking at the VOD the other day and heard that honk.
Sorry.
I didn't see it coming.
There too. Pally bros, dude, let's go.
Paladin, I have done you a great wrong. I allowed myself to be hoodwinked, accused you of treason, and even turned my sword against you. Hoped you find it in my heart to forgive me. As for me, yes, I am recovered from my wounds. At least those that will heal. But more important than that, Solsgill is innocent, after all. He was never a traitor. The dream that I had followed in my youth was not a lie. It remains the captain of the elite, though, although a poor substitute for my predecessor. I am now working on a plan to strike back at the monarists and restore the Sultan Sworn to its former strength. No, do not be afraid for me. I have unmasked the foe. Cannot hide behind his deceptions anymore. The assassins will not find it easy to reach me. For now, it will bid my time, marshal my strength, and, when the time is ripe, strike hard at our enemies.
Oh, give it to him.
Give it to me!
He deserves it.